Hello, we are discussing email do's and don'ts today. Writing a professional email means considering the content as well as the entire tone of the email. Here are certain tips to be kept in mind when writing professional emails. The subject line is one very important thing. First thing, without a subject line, your email will be lost. The subject line summarizes the intention of your email in usually 6 to 7 words. Most of the readers judge the email by the subject line. In fact, a lot of recipients decide whether to open an email or not based on the subject line. Moreover, a subject line even helps the recipient to quickly identify your email in their inbox. Your subject line has to be a small summary of the email and should also be able to set the expectation. After that, you need to include for the greetings the recipient's name if you're aware of it. If not, then you put a sir or a madam. The greetings give a positive vibe to the reader, and you can be assured of a response in a positive tone. Now, every email needs to have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Introduce the topic, state the background of the email, and why you are emailing the person. The body is the most important part of the email, where you mention the core content or purpose of the email. Ensure that you write the core email content in clear, short sentences. This section holds the key information that requires the recipient's focus. Write a detailed yet precise message that describes your intention. Very long emails might be skipped and you might not get the much needed response from the other person. Hence, be mindful of the length of the email. Including a closing line. Every email is essentially a task list for someone. It either expects a response with some details or an action from the person who is receiving the email. The closing line is usually where you place a call to action or inform the reader of the next steps. You end the email with your signature. Now, this has to be a professional signature at the end of the mail. The signature helps you establish your authenticity, your role, your brand, along with your information. Ensure that you begin your signature with sincerely or best regards. Remember to proofread your email like we always used to check our paper and then submit it to the examiner. Double check the tone of voice of your email. An email that is free of spelling and grammatical errors is easier for others to read and understand. Apart from spelling and grammar, it is important that your email is comprehensible. Some other things to keep in mind are: recheck the email before hitting the send button. See who you have included in the to field, the person who is directly involved in the action. Who you've added in the CC field, who needs to be in the loop. Who do you think should be added in the BCC field? So maybe that person just needs to know that the thread has started. So these are the things that you need to remember during emails. A few don'ts are: you obviously do not capitalize everything we write. A few words here and there in capitals is okay. But if everything is capitalized, then it tells the recipient that you are yelling at them, which obviously cannot be the case. You cannot send large attachments, else they might be considered as spam, and it's obviously annoying for the receivers. Don't hit on the send button when you're angry. Read the email again when you are cool and calm and then send it. Do not CC everyone. Remember who it is you are communicating with. And do they really know what you are talking about? Nobody likes to get useless mails. Nobody likes redundant information, especially when it is not directed to them. If they need to be kept in the loop, then you can add them in CC. Else, do not do that. So remember the don'ts also. Written communication is a permanent record. So keep all these tips in mind so that you never have regrets after hitting that send button. Hope this helps. Thank you.